we are now going to deep dive into a project that's taking shape very nicely indeed, of course, which is the Mumbai Megapolis Metaverse project, which is an initiative led by the government of Maharashtra in collaboration with the Tech Entrepreneurs Association of Mumbai. And we are joined by Kaustubh Dhavse, the Joint Secretary and Officer on Special Duty to the Deputy Chief Minister of the Government of Maharashtra. A very warm welcome to you.
Thank you.
Great to have you here. And also Vishal Gondal, who is the founder and CEO of GOQii. So a very warm welcome to you both. Now, first and foremost, not many people have actually know about the metaverse or even know what it means, you know? And everyone's like, oh yeah, I've sort of heard of it, but I don't really know how it works and all the rest of it. I've done a couple of these in Dubai, and it's still a really, it's a growing area, you know? It's very much at its infancy, but I'm lucky because I've got a 10-year-old boy. So he plays Fortnite and Roblox.
Yeah.
I know what the prototype is, so I'm in quite a good position. Anyway, enough of that, but let's start off with the basics. That's where I wanted to start. So, Kaustubh, let's start off with, you know, what your involvement is and how you see this Mumbai Megapolis Metaverse. How do you see it sort of changing life here in the city?
Sure.
What role is it going to play?
Sure. So, in 2014, the Deputy Chief Minister now and the Chief Minister then, Mr. Fadnavis, unleashed a $30 billion infrastructure reset plan. And he had a choice to make. He could have panned out these projects over the next 15 years, or he could have taken them all together in the next 5 years. The reality of the matter is that Mumbai was a laggard in terms of infrastructure rollout for the last 15 years, from 2000 to 2014. The city grew economically, but was extremely congested. That was the primary reason why we lost a lot of startups and a lot of companies to Bengaluru and Hyderabad. So the decision was made that we are going to do this in one big bang approach. But what that essentially meant was that there could be chaos on the roads because of the traffic. Because you were launching the coastal road, the sea link, the underground metro, the overhead metro, the new airport. All these projects are each of them is billions and billions of dollars. Now, when this project started executing between 14 and 19, one of the key reasons that we observed was we used to get immense amount of feedback on Twitter and Facebook, and people complaining, and citizens were unhappy with the traffic and the chaos. So obviously we knew that we had unleashed this on them. We wanted to give them a perspective about how Mumbai will look in 2025. And we wanted to show them that the sacrifices and the difficulties they are going through is going to result into this amazing Mumbai. And that's how the idea of creating a metaverse coined in, and that's where Vishal came into the picture. Vishal, along with TEAM, the Technology Entrepreneurs Association of Mumbai, which is the coming together of 25 unicorns, all the startups of Maharashtra and Mumbai, we got together, the government got together with them, and decided to conceive this project called the Mumbai Megapolis Metaverse. This is essentially envisioning how Mumbai will transform in the next 3 to 4 years. So we shortlisted 12 projects. We converted 4 projects on actual plans into a digital twin. And now what you see in a mobile app, on the website, and in VR, which is showcased here, is how Mumbai will transform in 2025. So the whole idea was that here are amazing projects which any city around the world, whether it's New York or London, would have taken 25 to 30 years to do. We have done it in a very short time. You have faced a lot of difficulties, but here is how this is going to transform in the next few years. And that's how this project came to life, and I'm so happy that it has seen the light of the day.
What an amazing way to visualize your intent and what something's really going to look like, and to do it so brilliantly. Now, the technology, as you mentioned, was actually developed here in Mumbai as well.
Yes, it was.
So tell us a little bit more about that and your involvement, Vishal.
So like Kaustubh mentioned, I'm part of Technology Entrepreneurs Association of Mumbai. We are about 50 startups representing about 50 billion in total valuation. So think of the top entrepreneurs of Mumbai. When we met the DCM and the team there, we were very excited that the government actually had a vision and they wanted to partner with the best technology companies. And this was a challenge given out to us, saying that, hey, how do we show people what is coming up? And interestingly, Mumbai also houses the best gaming talent in the country, and I myself am a game developer. So we thought of this as a gaming project. In fact, you gave an example of Roadblocks and Minecraft.
Yeah.
So the wider vision is to actually convert this into a Minecraft, but you are in the city of Mumbai, and you can actually come and yourself build building blocks or give feedback to the government and create your own virtual world. So the step one for that was deep integration with various bodies. We actually went to the airport authority, which is building the new airport, the metro, the new coastal road, the Trans Harbour link. We worked with and saw the plans. They were digitized, and in fact, all of you can go and download it right now. You can just search for Mumbai Megapolis Metaverse on your phones. You get the app. You can see it yourself. You can experience that in VR, and we were really lucky that Meta actually partnered with us on this, because they are seeing this as a very, very interesting use case. Apart from gaming, and now we saw Apple announcing the Vision Pro. So spatial computing is coming up. And I think governments and anybody in the field of architecture needs to look at this technology for visualization. So what you are seeing is a true collaboration between the tech ecosystem of Mumbai and the government to present something which is truly extraordinary.
And we were just saying that in the sustainability panel, it applies to everything, partnerships, collaboration, the right people, and it sounds like you literally got the perfect people together. So, yeah, you created magic. So, tell us a little bit more about what your hopes are for the project and what sort of engagement have you seen? Have you seen a lot of interest? As you said, people can come in and maybe build for themselves, because you can own land in the metaverse. It's worth a fortune as well. There's so much to do and see. So tell us a little bit more about engagement and what you've seen.
So I think what Vishal has said is truly going to happen. We have taken the first step in that direction. We have created a metaverse for projects. We are now asking the citizens to come and experience it. The next phase will be at some point in time, and the Honorable Deputy Chief Minister did mention in his fireside chat that we would like urban development planning to come on that platform. And that completely changes governance. The ability of citizens to actually see and transact in a digital world by recommending a particular bridge to be built, by recommending a change that needs to be happening in the building code. New developers can submit their plans directly online. They don't need to visit offices. Government technically has to be faceless. And this will usher a new and a very modern era of governance. And I can assure you that India will be in the forefront of this globally. I mean, there will probably not be a comparison with any global city, because none of the global cities have yet adopted this. We are very familiar with the procedures that are followed in most global cities. So we are very proud of the fact that because we are a very young population, an aspiring population, people will cling on to this faster. And I think government officials' duty is more or less to kind of use this platform to increasingly engage with citizens, to give them the ability to really build the city together with the policymakers and the politicians.
Isn't that incredible? Basically, you're giving essentially the voice to the people, but in a different dynamic.
Absolutely.
Which is fascinating.
And it's interesting that already the new generation is so much used to the virtual worlds. Fortnite had the first music concert. Today, esports and engaging in virtual worlds is already happening for the generation. So think of this as the future of governance itself will merge into virtual worlds. And while we do live in physical worlds, which is why it's a digital twin, I think applications like healthcare, education. So this is the start, but there is multiple linkages of how you could have a virtual town hall in this eventually. So this is just the first phase, but as this expands, this becomes a truly immersive experience.
It's going to be so interesting to see how this type of, the next sort of level of Web3 essentially is going to develop and what's going to go forward. But then, of course, we've got different generations. And as you said, there's a young population here. So everyone's going to jump on this and it's the perfect way to, get people's opinions and voices. What would you say to the people that aren't so sort of tech savvy that, they've got to try this?
So they have to experience this, right? And first of all, we have some sets here, but we were lucky to get Meta to partner with us, and I think Kaustubh will tell you how there will be hundreds of locations where an average citizen can actually experience this.
Yeah, so next step is basically to set up about 100 locations across the length and breadth of the Mumbai metropolitan region, which is like a very big region. It basically encompasses Mumbai and the adjoining regions, and we are going to have citizens come in and have the experience of the virtual reality. And I think this is the first step, as I said, in that direction. The political and people interface will obviously always remain. Every 5 years, political leadership goes to the people, tells them about the work they do, interacts. They can use virtual to some extent, but they are always between people. What we are essentially talking about more is from, the governance standpoint. We would like lesser number of people to really come to government offices. And for us to be able to successfully do that, we need to have a very engaging and forward-looking digital platform. I think there is a very wide variety of generations involved in this entire digital transformation that India has seen in the last 10, 12 years. I mean, I remember that there was, cynicism, skepticism about how will a local vendor ever transact a digital transaction selling his, bananas or fruits to a normal person over an UPI platform. And today, it's just a norm. Nobody kind of, even says it like a wow impact, because for Indians, most of them are transacting and doing smaller transaction on an UPI platform. So I think people are adopting, realizing that it is convenience, it is transparency, and the government intends to do this and push this. So the government will definitely work in that direction.
Very exciting indeed.
I think India is possibly the only place where innovation is being driven by the government in an open format. UPI, which is directly competing with Visa and Master in a way, is a great example of it, which is a public utility. It has no transaction fees for people and merchants. Similarly, I do see that as technologies like the Metaverse and digital twins, the need to open this up is more important. And I think the vision really is around building not just a system, but a platform which more and more people can integrate into, so that as we enter the future, and as the India growth story was already discussed today, India is a great adopter of technology. I know the WhatsApp penetration, Instagram, and I see clearly the penetration of immersive worlds are going to be big, and I think governance within that and is going to be an interesting thing. And we are very, very happy to see as team how the government of Maharashtra is really taking this so proactively.
Absolutely.
And as soon as a government, is interested in something, that it's important and that it's going to be big. So everyone, make sure you check out the Mumbai Megapolis Metaverse. Thank you so much for joining us.
Pleasure.
Really, really interesting to hear what
Thank
you're
you.
doing. Thank you.
Thank you.